Yeah, I think we're really at unprecedented times right now, whether it's just looking across the level of work from home that's happening globally at this point in time. When I look at Citrix, our teams are working really around the clock to help our customers scale up, troubleshoot, debug, and really get their employees to a place where they can be safe, they can be secure, and ultimately they can start being productive. Beyond that, from a technical standpoint, comes a lot of the tips and tricks that we've learned over the last 30 years, really talking about and leading this idea of remote work and making people productive from anywhere.
So seeing a surge in existing customers, David, or are you attracting new customers as everybody works from home?
Yeah, I think it's a little combination of everything. If I think about just what's going on outside of the Citrix business right now, I mean, we started out back in the January timeframe anticipating that this was going to be a big problem. We put a lot of different offers in place to provide very low-cost burst capacity licensing for both new and existing customers to help them, scale up and continue to drive business continuity across everything that they're doing. So from that standpoint, we've seen just a really, really active period of time right now. But at the same time, I mean, I measure activity on a number of different ways. And one metric I looked at yesterday is that one of our services in particular saw a 48% increase in activity from the same time a week ago. So, I mean, we're seeing unprecedented levels of working from home. But I think that there's absolutely a short, medium, and long-term aspect of this. I mean, short term, it's a lot of triage and businesses are just trying to get people productive. Medium term, it's going to be stepping back and thinking about all of the core infrastructure they need to really run their businesses. Typical Citrix customer has over 500 applications.
David, we were just discussing with Gary Cohn earlier the extent to which the US is, of course, a consumer economy. We know huge swathes of it have been shut down in recent weeks, from live sports events and to the rest of it. But for those companies that you've always had as a client and who are just shifting a lot of office work to home work now, do you feel like those companies are in fact still operating at give or take 100%, just that their workers are in different locations? I guess I'm looking for a little bit of an optimistic spin perhaps on whether we could be overstating the falls in GDP.
I'd say not yet, but I'm optimistic. I mean, just like the technical side, there is a short, medium, and long-term aspect to all of this. Short term, it's interesting, it's funny, it's novel to see your coworkers in the pajamas on a video call, but that's going to pass pretty quickly. And I think what's really important is for businesses to take a big step back and think about how do we get into a really repeatable rhythm, one that we can demonstrate, leadership and communications and empowerment, and give people that space to succeed. The challenge with a lot of crises is that, senior management usually wants to grab hold of all decision making. But this is one of those instances where give people the tools to be successful, give them that space to succeed. And I think a lot of businesses are going to adapt to this new normal relatively quickly. At least that's what we're seeing at this point in time.
David, your stock, your company was in the news today for another reason. A few senators came under fire in Washington for selling stocks and buying other stocks ahead of the market tanking after coronavirus briefing early on at the end of January. One senator bought your stock. I'm just wondering if you have any comment and if you've seen other people sort of rush into your stock early as a result of what was coming to this country.
Yeah, I heard the same thing this morning. I saw it on the news. No real comment. We're a publicly traded stock. People buy and sell our stock all the time. I sure hope the news that I saw this morning isn't the case. Hope everybody is subject to the same level of accountability, both on an individual basis and a corporate basis. So not much I can say about that specific instance.
All right, David Henshall, appreciate you addressing it.